Hello YouTube, this is Frugal and this is the Frooglesim news for today, Sunday, March the 27th. Happy Easter! First up, A2A's T6 Texan. A2A are getting ready to release their next warbird, which is the T6 Texan, one of the most iconic and famous trainers ever, and an aircraft still very prevalent at air shows today, here in the US anyway. You can fly the aircraft from the front or the rear seat, it's a trainer after all. It supports other features such as hand turning of the prop to ensure the lower cylinders are clear of oil. It has a manual fuel pump for priming. It accurately models all facets of the startup process, including the slow wind-up of the prop. It has both steerable and free castering tail wheel modeled, and the aircraft actually has both, and the pilot can control which to use during taxi, which is kind of cool. At many air shows, you'll see T6 Texan pilots do a simulated burnout using that feature, which is very, very awesome. Has completely accurate performance. Scott actually put up a video, which you're watching right now, which shows the model versus the real aircraft in takeoff and various aspects of flight, and the two are completely identical. In-air performance is also modeled, including snap rolls, which is a first in Aerosoft aircraft. It is IFR capable, including an optional autopilot, and as always with Aerosoft aircraft, the sound modelling is spot on and amazing. Now, A2A seem to be very, very, very close to release on this. They published the video that you're watching, they published a bunch of screenshots on Facebook. They have also made the manual available. Normally when they do that, we're only a few days away from release, so fingers crossed, but they haven't specifically said it's going to release on day X, Y, or Z. The aircraft is, however, due to release for both FSX and Prepared. Stay tuned to A2A Simulation's website and their Facebook page for more info, and as I said, expect this to release any minute, hopefully even by the time this show goes live, who knows. Next up, the PA32 Saratoga TC for X-Plane. Alabeo's PA32 Saratoga TC, catchy names as always from Carenado and Alabeo, has been released by Carenado for X-Plane. The most obvious difference from the original Saratoga is of course the TC or turbocharged engine, but also includes upgraded avionics and other interior awesomeness. The feature list is pretty standard for Carenado and Alabeo, high quality 3D models and textures for inside and out, FPS optimized, super manipulator scroll wheel support, volumetric side effect on the prop, 6 liveries, and a bunch of PDFs covering the normal procedures, emergency procedures, checklists, and so on. The PA32 Saratoga 2 TC for X-Plane will cost you $29.95 from the xplane.org store or from Carenado's website, linked in the show notes below. Over in the world of DCS world, Eagle Dynamics A10 basic flight training campaign. Eagle Dynamics have added another campaign to their growing fleet of DCS campaigns, this one being the A10 Basic Flight Training campaign. Now there's no video of this from Matt Wagner and team, so the video you are watching is of the A10 Red Flag campaign. Sorry about that. Now this is a 12 mission campaign consisting of 12 performance check rides based on real-world qualification requirements. The campaign and the training focuses on general knowledge, airmanship, safety, takeoff, navigation, approach and landing, and communications and task prioritization. It includes over 2,300 voiceovers and 170 pages of briefing material. Now the price is just $9.99, the same as all their other campaigns, and that's amazing, and it is available and requires DCS World 1.5, not DCS World 2, so it doesn't require the Nevada map. But as I've said in my DCS coverage in the past, DCS World 1.5 is DCS World 2, the only difference is the Nevada map. Head on over to the Eagle Dynamics website at the Digital Combat Simulator link in the show notes below for more information and to pick it up. Back over in the world of X-Plane, Ultra Weather XP. Now, Ultra Weather XP 1.1 has been released. It is a set of replacement textures and shaders focused on creating realistic weather within X-Plane 10. It fixes a number of glaring issues with X-Plane as well, such as white clouds at night, properly blending clouds with terrain, the way the sunlight works with a broken overcast layer, and so on. It comes with 4 different cloud texture sizes, allowing users to choose the set that best fits their machine's performance. Also includes tropical water and blue water textures, accurate water reflections, better aircraft contrails, as well as highly realistic, high-altitude sky colors. It is completely compatible with the NOAA weather plugin, as well as other plugins that normally use default textures. Now, I don't know if that includes SkyMax Pro. There is an ongoing, drama between the xplane.org store and X Aviation, so the two don't talk about each other, but hopefully SkyMax Pro works with this as well. Ultra Weather XP will set you back $29.95 from the xplane.org store, link in the show notes below. Next up, Aerosoft Alta X has released. Aerosoft have released Alta X, a recreation of Alta Airport in Alta Fjord, Norway, one of the least populated and remote areas of northern Norway. The scenery has been optimized for both performance and visuals, and includes a bunch of custom animation and effects, including a custom windsock and, of course, animated peoples. Seasonal variations are included, as well as all airport buildings, custom lights, and static aircraft. High-resolution photo scenery covers the airport at 20 centimeters per pixel, and the wider area is covered at a resolution of 50 centimeters per pixel. It also includes a custom terrain mesh for the surrounding area as well. The price is just $17, which is pretty cool, for all versions of FSX and prepared version 3. Next up, Golden Age Sims Ryan SCW. Now the video here was borrowed from a YouTuber called Planeflyer, link in the show notes below. Planeflyer has just 2 subs, so go help a brother out and check out his video and subscribe. Link to his video is in the show notes below. Now the Ryan SCW was a low-wing cantilever monoplane, tail dragger with a 145 horsepower engine. Only 12 were ever produced, and it's a pretty quirky looking beast. Golden Age's version has both civilian and World War II Civil Air Patrol versions, with 2K resolution liveries, fully animated cockpit with 3D gauges, high fidelity sounds, and they claim precision flight dynamics, but there are only 4 of these aircraft still flying today, so I don't think they had access to an actual aircraft, but I've been wrong many times before, so who knows. Golden Age Sims Ryan SCW is just €17.99 for all versions of FSX and prepared. Check out the goldenagesimulations.com link in the show notes below, and of course, once again, do check out Planeflyer's video, also linked in the show notes below. Finally, back over in the world of X-Plane, Just Sims Linz Blue Danube. Now, I covered this product before, when it was released for FSX, but as one viewer very kindly pointed out, I didn't cover the fact that this scenery has just got released for X-Plane. So, here we go again. Here's the notes from the previous time I covered this back in January. Also known as Blue Danube Airport, Linz is an international airport near Linz, the 3rd largest city in Austria. It's a relatively small airport with only 11 gates, a shop and a cafe, and despite the small size, it is actually the 2nd largest cargo airport in Austria, focusing on the Middle East, Far East and India. Just Sim's version covers more than 350 square kilometers of photo scenery and includes over 7,500 hand-placed auto-gen objects, custom runway textures, 3D grass, great night lighting effects, and fully 3D taxiways and mast lighting. Just Sim's Linz Blue Danube for X-Plane will set you back $18 and is available from the xplane.org store at the link in the show notes below. So that's it. Once again, happy Easter. I'm sure I missed something. If I did, as always, leave me a comment in the comment section below and tell me, and I'll take a look and see if it's including in a later show, as I just did with the Just Sims Linz Danube bling thing, whatever. As always, my name is Frugal. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all very soon.